Hello everybody, how's it going? It's your girl Merle, and today we are going to be trying something I've actually never done. I'm going to eat a raw vegan diet for a whole day. Maybe that's surprising. Just assume if you're vegan, then you do that. No, I like to cook things. I like pasta, I like rice, I like bread, I like all those things that are no-nos for the raw vegan diet. But I want to expand my horizons. I want to give it a try. I know there's tends to be a pipeline sometimes. I feel like it's happened a lot where vegan YouTubers will kind of go down the pipeline and then they're raw vegans and oil free, and power to them. Absolutely, do what you want. Eat whatever you want, okay? But I'm not gonna be doing that. But I do wanna give it a try, and maybe there's a happy medium or something that I can try more raw vegan stuff. Because frankly, I really haven't dabbled much, and if I'm honest, it's because I feel like it doesn't taste as good. I don't know. I really haven't given it a shot. Kind of always thought why bother when I already am cutting so many things out of my diet. I'm already cutting out meat and dairy. I don't want to cut out all those things I mentioned before, but today we're going to. And so I've found some raw vegan recipes on TikTok that I thought would be fun to try. We're gonna do a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. So maybe if you're curious, you can try one too. Because I'll be honest, they kind of look like Pinterest recipes. They look super aspirational, but I'm not buying it. I'm still not convinced that these are gonna taste that good. I'm not saying it's impossible for it to taste good. I'm just saying I don't know if it'll taste as good. But I'd love to be wrong. Would love to be wrong. And I never say that. Let's hop into these recipes because I'm eager to try them. And let me tell you, grocery shopping for this was a nightmare. Only because I had to buy about 12 million ingredients. But that's okay. Hopefully it'll be worth it, right? Right, so let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start with our little Fruity Pebbles cereal. And this is essentially the assembly of a gorgeous fruit salad, and then you add plant-based milk. So what we're gonna do is prep our fruit first, well, the fruit that we need to prep. I'm going to slice up my banana. So I'm using this banana that is admittedly a bit underripe, although if I'm honest, that is how I like them the best. So slice and dice that up. Then we're gonna peel our little mandarins. Well, you probably will, but I'm gonna do this. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna slice them with a knife and defy the laws of nature. Do as you wish, but I find this to be a lot less frustrating than trying to peel them. Oh, just ignore that. Ignore that. Then I'm gonna do it again because I'm a monster. And the rest is really just assembly. So for this, I used a half a cup of blueberries, a half a cup of raspberries, 1 banana, a quarter of a cup of cashews, 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, 2 teaspoons of chia seeds, 3 tablespoons of coconut chips, 2 little mini mandarins, and 1 cup of soy milk. Now I'm gonna add yet another mandarin because when it comes to food videos, it is in fact what's on the outside that counts. And you can't really see the ones that are there right now. Wow. I mean, come on. That is just stunning. It's beautiful. That's an aspirational breakfast. That's like a Pinterest breakfast. I also get the feeling this is gonna be incredibly filling. Okay, now let's destroy this masterpiece and mix it all together. Oh my God. This is kind of like a metaphor for life. No matter how perfectly packaged you present yourself as, once you're in the mix, you're just as beautifully messy as the rest of us. Got a coconut, got some seeds, okay. That is so much fruit. If I were to make this again, not really caring if it was raw, adding the peanut butter powder to the milk would be good. It's almost too sweet for me because of all the fruit. The cashews are nice to balance it out. I think I might add more cashews and slightly less fruit. The chia seeds, hemp seed hearts, coconuts, and cashews add a really nice crunch to this. I like it. It actually is a little too sweet for me, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's really, really good. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's the milk that's throwing me off. Because I eat cashews and mandarins together, or I'll eat cashews and other fruit together. There's no denying how healthy this is, and there's no denying how filling this is. I think maybe I would just make this half the size I made it. Okay, you know what I think it is? This is essentially how I make my oatmeal, minus the oranges and the coconut. So it just feels like the oats are missing. And there needs to be something else crunchier. I think I would use less fruit, more cashews, maybe, if I was gonna do this again. Because without the oats, it's like, where's the oats? I think I would just have a fruit salad without the milk in it, honestly. So I'll give it like a 6.7 out of 10. I don't love it. I think it's fine. I just think the milk is really throwing me off. But it's undeniably healthy and I will eat it all. I will not let it go to waste. But I'm excited for our next recipe, which is going to be a jerk-style walnut meat wrap. So let's get into it. Oh God, I have chia seeds in my teeth. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm gonna be upset when I look back at that footage and it's just your fault. One thing that can be said for these raw vegan recipes is that we know every ingredient in them. Clean ingredients, whole ingredients, no fillers, no crap. And that actually reminds me of the sponsor of today's video, Blueland. Let's talk about them. They estimate that we eat around a credit card's worth of plastic a week. Ever since I learned those little pods, you know, the dishwasher and the laundry detergent pods are coated in plastic, and then that plastic goes into the water and into the soil and back into you, I've stopped using them. Blueland's products are free of phosphates, chlorine, bleach, and phthalates. I think that's how you say it. You can actually compare Blueland's prices of their products with other leading brands right there on Blueland's website. And by using Blueland, you're also reducing so much plastic in just the packaging itself. No more of those big monster jugs. Get your mind out of the gutter. Blueland has these refillable tin kits that are adorable, very aesthetically pleasing, and even the refill packaging is 100% compostable. It's so simple to use their products. I've always loved using the dishwasher pods. You just toss it right in there and let it do its thing. Same thing with the laundry, toss the pod in, let it go. And they also have toilet bowl cleaner, hand wash cleaner, along with many other products. This is a brand we can all feel good about and get behind. Blueland is offering a special offer just for my viewers. All you have to do is click my link below and you'll get 15% off your first kit. Thank you so much, Blueland. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so this one is involved. This is like the quintessential, you know, a raw vegan diet. You'll be cooking all day. It takes so much time. If you ate this every day, you would be cooking all day. It's gonna take a little bit of time here. And by that I mean a lot of time. However, it looks delicious, so we're gonna try it. This recipe is by Turnip Vegan. So we're making three things. We're making cauliflower rice, we're making the walnut meat, and we're making this creamy ginger lime sauce. I am going to just be using the same food processor for all three steps in this process to reduce the amount of dishes, which is already, I know, gonna be probably stacking up because this is a lot of ingredients. Let's get to work. This is gonna be a long haul situation. You could make it easier on yourself if you wanted to get frozen cauliflower rice instead. What is on my face? Oh my God, is that a chia seed? Seriously? How are they everywhere? You need to tell me these things. He used cilantro in his cauliflower rice. I'm not gonna do that because I don't like cilantro. But anyway, so for the cauliflower rice, we're just gonna use like a half or a quarter of a head of cauliflower depending on the size. And then I'm gonna add some salt, garlic powder, and some pepper. Maybe a squeeze of lime. I'm just gonna blend all that together. So for the walnut meat, we're going to add 2.5 cups of walnuts, some carrots. This calls for 3 small carrots. Those of you who know, that mysterious bag of baby carrots is the gift that keeps on giving. I talked about this in my last video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just move on. Oh no. I just took a peek at the recipe and I realized the walnuts are supposed to be soaked. I didn't soak the walnuts. Okay, I'm gonna take all the little baby carrots back out. Don't do this, you're gonna hurt your fingers. You're gonna hurt yourself. I'm just gonna dump some water right in there in the food processor. And I'll let that soak for like 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes. Okay, I took this time to voraciously brush my teeth because nobody told me my teeth looked blue from the blueberries we just ate. Thanks a lot. I'm going to just quickly drain this and proceed. Add our carrots back in. Some jerk seasoning, which you can make yourself or you can buy it. I just bought it. 1 tablespoon of either coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil. Then we're gonna add half of a habanero pepper. And they do mean half because let me tell you, I was just thinking to myself, oh, I can handle heat. I love spice. Maybe I'll just put the whole thing in there. And I took a little bite of it. No, I could feel the heat in my ears and I'm not even exaggerating. So definitely take the seeds out and just do the half. 4 dates with the pits removed. I've always found it so satisfying to watch people pull dates apart. I'm not sure why. I think maybe it has something to do with the tension. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds. Salt and pepper to taste. Now we're gonna blend all that goodness up. I think we still have a little ways to go, so I'm gonna scrape down the sides so we get it all blended up. Okay, now at this point, I'm not gonna lie to you, the walnut meat is looking so healthy that I'm like, is it so healthy it's gonna hurt? Like, is this gonna taste good? Or is this like too healthy? I don't know. Empty that out into a bowl, set that aside, and rinse and repeat with our food processor so we can make our ginger lime dressing, which I think is gonna add a lot to this. So I'm juicing a whole lime here. This is definitely getting to the point where I'm like, this is becoming a lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of ingredients, a lot of dishes and bowls to hold the ingredients. But whatever, it's fine. It's all good. Away we go. He did not include the measurements for this sauce, so I'm eyeballing this. I'm using a half a cup of cashews, half a cup of water, juice from 1 lime, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, 1 inch piece of ginger, a teaspoon of agave, salt and pepper. Okay, so the food processor might not be the best choice here, but I really don't want to do another dish. So we're gonna try it and just hope I don't regret it. Okay, I'm gonna scrape down the sides, but this is looking like it might still be a little chunky and possibly even a little too liquidy. So I think I am gonna move it over to my high-powered blender and I'm gonna add a little bit more cashews to it to try to like thicken it up a little bit. Much to my chagrin, it's fine. We've already got so many dishes. Okay, this is looking a lot better on the creaminess scale. So I think we made the right decision. My best advice with dishes piling up is rinse them immediately or soak them immediately. Just don't let them dry. You would think we're finished at this point, wouldn't you? But no, we are going to slice up some red bell pepper, mango, and avocado to add in there as well. I basically bought half the grocery store for this recipe. Okay, it is finally time to assemble, which I'm not looking forward to. I did what he did and I rubbed the collard greens with some lemon. And I layered 2 leaves on top of each other. Don't these look like my fiddle leaf fig leaves? It's actually kind of tripping me out. All right, so we're gonna just start piling it on. It's looking really lovely. It's like all the colors of the rainbow. I'm only gonna do a little bit of these things because I already have no idea how I'm gonna wrap this thing up. All right, it's time to wrap. And we're gonna finish it off with a drizzle of our sauce. All right, it's time to wrap it up. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, bad content creator moment. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, and I ended up with this clip. And so you didn't get to see what was a very disappointing attempt at me wrapping this like a burrito. So I decided to just roll it up like a burrito, but I can't tuck in the ends because one of the ends is too stiff from the stems. And I chopped most of the stem off, but there's some of it you can't avoid. I ended up using parchment paper to sort of guide it. So at least we can like still hold it together and then get that nice juicy cross section shot, which is gorgeous. I actually feel like I pulled this off. I feel like I have earned an Oscar for these shots of this wrap because these are gorgeous. These are beautiful. We actually did it. I'm starting to feel like all these recipes are like Pinterest aspirational recipes, but they're doable. We're doing them. So that's great. I just hope it tastes as good as it looks. Honestly, even half as good as it looks. Let's give it a try. I'm nervous. It looks really nice. That is pretty glorious. Okay, let's give it a try. I didn't do a great job with wrapping this. Holy moly. Yum. It actually tastes as good as it looks. This is the perfect balance of like umami flavor with some sweetness, with just the perfect amount of heat, and then some tanginess and some acidity. Oh my God, it is so good. And honestly, okay, it was a pain to make. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a real pain to make. Just a lot of work, but it makes so much that like this made so much walnut meat, this made so much cauliflower rice, collard greens, and I got more of this sauce. So like this would probably make you like 4 wraps. This is really incredible. This is unbelievable. This is like restaurant quality. And it makes you feel like you're gonna live forever. And I feel like you might live forever if you ate this often. But as Freddie Mercury once said, who wants to live forever when love must die? right? So maybe just a long life where you die quickly. I am so blown away by this. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so much work, but it's so good. Okay, to rank this, because we have to rank the whole experience, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It loses the point because it is such a pain to make and it's so many ingredients, but it makes a lot of food and it is delicious and it has like every kind of flavor profile you could possibly want. So if you've got a Sunday afternoon, you could make this and you could eat it like 4 different days of the week. So that's kind of nice. It's really yummy. Very filling as well. With the walnuts, I love it. I love it. All right, next. Okay, we are on to our third and final recipe. It's a new day because frankly, the main ingredient in this, we're making an Alfredo, like a pasta Alfredo. And the pasta, since you can't have normal pasta or like rice noodles, we're using kelp noodles. Yes, that's a thing. And they're not easy to find. I went to Sprouts, I went to Whole Foods, I went to Trader Joe's, I went to Lassen's, which is just another kind of bougie grocery store, natural food store. And then finally, in true LA fashion, I went to Erewhon and they did have them. I thought they were gonna be super expensive. They were only like $4. I mean, not that that's not expensive, but between Erewhon and Kelp Noodles, I just feel like I thought they were gonna be like 15 bucks. So the deal with these is that we are going to mix together our Alfredo sauce. But before we do that, I want to soak our noodles because they need to soak for about 10 minutes. I've never had kelp noodles before. I'm assuming they're gonna be kind of crunchy, but I don't know. It's 100% kelp. That's why it gets the raw vegan seal of approval. So for the sauce, we're going to start off by soaking some cashews. I let mine sit for like 10 minutes. You might want to let them sit longer if you don't have a high-speed blender, but I let those soak, and in the meantime, I added in some garlic, onion, liquid aminos, black pepper, nutritional yeast, the juice of 1 lime, and I tossed in my soaked cashews. And then I just blended that up. I got it nice and creamy and mixed together. And then honestly, that was pretty much it. We just drain our kelp noodles and we add our sauce in there. Simple enough. So here it is. I don't know how appetizing it looks. I guess the sauce looks pretty good. I almost wonder if I should have added more cashew, or maybe I just need more noodles, because it's kind of like swimming in there. But let's give it a try. Oh boy, I'm scared. Oh, wow. So 2 things are true about this recipe. I really like the texture of the kelp noodles. They have a nice like kind of bouncy, mild crunch, but just like kind of like a bouncy, chewy texture that is nice. I really do like it. Tastes very healthy. The actual Alfredo sauce, I see how maybe it knows someone named Alfredo, but it's not really giving Alfredo sauce per se. A little bit, it's in there. I think that the coconut aminos really are just kind of intense. Like they're kind of overriding the other flavors. For some reason, the word bologna keeps coming up in my mind as for like the aftertaste of this. But yeah, the aminos are the dominant flavor for sure. I don't mind it, but I don't love it. I don't love the Alfredo sauce. I will say though, I really overdid it on Alfredo sauce when I was in college before I was vegan. I used to get it all the time, so maybe I'm just having flashbacks. But no, I don't think it's like giving full Alfredo either way. I could go without that one. Might even bump that down to like a 6.2. Not my favorite. Okay, well, we did all the recipes. We did them all. We had a breakfast, we had a lunch, we had a dinner, all raw vegan. I would say the pros are that I feel really good. Like I feel clean, like a well-oiled machine. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel like heavy or anything like that. I don't believe I will go raw vegan ever, and certainly not anytime soon. But my eyes have been opened to the possibilities. My favorite meal by far was that wrap. I would say of all of the things we made today, that would be the thing I would be most likely to make again, even though it took forever. It took forever and it was a lot of work and like it was a lot of dishes, but it was really good. So I don't know, I might like continue my journey in raw vegan recipes just because I'm like, how are people doing this every day? It does take a lot of time. This one was the easiest, I think. I guess the breakfast was pretty easy too, it's just assembly. Yeah, overall, we had some highs, we had some lows. Maybe you guys want to try some of these. Let me know if there are any of these that you would be intrigued to try. If you have other raw vegan recipes that you think I should give a shot, then let me know or just drop them down below. And you know, I would be down to try to eat raw vegan for a week. Again, not with the goal of going raw vegan, more just like, I wanna see how good I feel, and then ideally find a few recipes and mix those in. But if you guys had a good time, please like and subscribe, it helps a lot. And I put videos out every Wednesday, for the most part. And yeah, I hope you had a good time, and I will catch you on the next one. Ciao for now.